afternoon, everybody. It is Carrie, and I wanted to come on here and record the hopefully first video clip of this vlog. I'm a little behind on vlogging. If you didn't see my previous video, a lot has been going on. Things are still going on, sadly. There's still some issues, and I am just taking every single day one step at a time. That's all I can do. But in the previous video, I talked about how I have been starting to do some felt eyes, so I think that the probably topic about the studio vlog is going to be focused on the felt eyes, because I mentioned that I want to try and get together like some felt eyes to do a very short or small drop, I guess you could say, of like just a few pairs. I'm still going to try to do it on my birthday. So that'll be very fun in 10 days, and I definitely think it's doable. But I wanted to come on here and also show you guys kind of what I crocheted today. Today I got these 2 hammerheads done, so I'm very excited about that. It's 2 more things off my never-ending list, I feel like, and it's November 5th, so that means my next market is November 23rd, so it's very quickly approaching. As well, in the last video I mentioned I'm trying a little bit different of an editing style where I am leaving a few more of my breaths or longer pauses in the video. So let me know if you guys are bothered by it, because I'm trying to make it so it's easier for me to continue to push out content without maybe necessarily having to spend like 2 hours editing one video. It's kind of crazy. And that's why if things get like out of loop and I don't edit a ton for one day, I get super behind on uploading. So I'm hoping this will allow me to upload at a little bit steadier of a pace. So I think my plan is, it's 5:12. I actually so badly need to record a what I crocheted in a week video. The sun is setting, so I think I still might try and record it because tomorrow it's supposed to rain. I'm undecided if I should record it today or tomorrow, because I like to usually record it at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because I feel like the light in my room is okay, versus, you know, as the day goes, we get more orange in here because it's just how it is. Especially now with daylight savings, you know, it's 5:12 and the sun is setting, so I'm going back and forth on it. I could definitely wait. It's just the box is overflowing. There are things on the ground now. So I'll either do that tonight or I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know how much it's supposed to rain. I guess technically even if it rains, it's better than orange light, maybe. But I have a few more big items still on my list. And I think I'm gonna actually do one of the small items and just knock out another one. I have to bring some items to the store, and it includes 2 new Christmas items. I did these little gingerbread men, so I did 2 per store, 1 red like little scarf thing, and then 1 green. So I have these. I ordered some parfait chunky in key lime something green, and I'm gonna do 2 Grinches per store, and I'll drop off the Christmas items plus restocks. Supposedly 1 store doesn't need any restocks, so I'm only restocking 2 stores. I rewrote down the numbers with consideration to that, so I'm not too worried. I feel like I'll probably do this drop of items, and then if there's something that they like really need, I'll do another drop before the market, but not a huge drop, just so I can start saving things, because I'm a little bit, I've been a little worried about certain things. Especially just because it's like, I always get this way before a market, and especially with it being like a Christmas market, I'm a little bit worried, but who knows, it could rain. It's November, it always rains in November in Georgia. And 2, I think this week we will try and decide upon a new item that will be small. Technically, I'm bringing quite a few new items, but they're all larger items because it's like the Stitch, it's the Naruto. I sold my Pokemon. I want to make 1 more Pokemon just because I did sell that one. It's been a lot more bigger items, so I definitely want to try and find another animal that I have not made. I'm thinking perhaps a small otter. I feel like that could be good. And then besides that, I just need to come up with some other small animals because I'm running out. I might try and find another cat pattern. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe not doing love cats. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started crocheting, and then we will see how the night goes. Never ending. It's so dark, Sloan. Why is it so dark? It's so dark. No. He likes to play. Well, friends, it's a quiet day for me because nobody else is at the barn. It's just me. And I am just walking Sloan around in his aquacore. And look at him. He doesn't want to go to the rail because he's like, Mother, I shall not work today. And we're not really working. We're just walking for 15 minutes. It's not that difficult. So I can't believe I'm wearing short sleeves tank in November. I think it's like November 7th today, sounds right. So rocking the tank top still. Got to enjoy any warm weather I can get, even though I live in Georgia, so we do get cold, but you know, it's like, I don't even know. I mean, we get in the negatives for like a week or two, but Sloan is being a good boy. I have some things that I need to do today. I brought a few items to a store that are Christmas, and they're like, oh, is that all you're bringing? Only 2 things? We want more, and I'm gonna buy it, so you need to make more. And I was like, but I don't have more. So when I finish up here, I'm gonna go start making a few more things for them because they're close and I can go drop some stuff. But I also told them, I was like, look, I'm not prepping a lot of Christmas items, so if you start to sell them, you have to let me know because I don't have them in stock, because I'm not doing that this year. I'm not doing Christmas. I'm done with that. I'm done with seasonal items because if they don't sell, I'm stuck with them for a year, and I'm not about that. If I'm gonna crochet, I have to be smart, and I have to spend my time smart because I don't have that much time, you know. There's too many other things to do. This is literally all I'm doing is walking around in a circle. Girl, this is the life. But Sloan is such an unbothered man. He knows the path. Look at him. He just walks in the same circle because I'm not really riding today, so I don't want to tear up this part of the ring, because when I ride a little bit more over there and less footprints, so maybe I don't have to drag it because it's so dusty. We have not had rain in over a month here in Georgia, and I don't like to drag because then I take a whole lungful of dust. But my mother is right now headed to a store, and she's dropping off a big thing of items. I think that's going to be the last drop I do before my November market, unless they sell out of Christmas items. Like, that's the only thing I could really see myself dropping off. And so she's doing that for me because I needed to ride and I need to work. And since I'm the only one that crochets, I need every hour to crochet. And I'm going to go inside and start crocheting, I don't know, gingerbread, snowman, I don't know, because one of the big things is one of the stores has this big like Christmas open house tomorrow, so they're like, oh, we want lots more, and I'm like, I can only do so much, guys. All right, everybody, we have relocated to the new, let me show you, area. It's a little crazy, I won't lie. I have a few things that I want to do before the end of tonight. I think it's 9 something. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get started on prepping things for the stitch eyes. So the first time I did the stitch eyes, I just used a generic Michaels felt. It's pretty thin, but I'll still probably use this because I did put the heat and bond on it. But I think I'm gonna test out a higher quality felt. This is black, but it is much thicker. Let me show you guys. Let me grab the white. Let's open it together. I wanted to get a better quality felt, I guess you could say, because the felt I used on the stitch wasn't bad, but I found it to be a little flimsy, and I feel like I wanted something that could hold up better to some wear and tear. So I got a higher grade felt. So this is the white felt that I ended up getting. It is like, look at this. Like most felt, let me show you guys. This is heat and bond, right? It curls up like this. It's, I think if my camera might show it, I don't know. It's thinner, right? This is this felt. It doesn't really curl, and it is definitely thicker. So this is what I'm going to use for the stitch eyes. That will be for sale because, like I said, I really want them to be of a higher quality and a good quality. So my plan is I'm going to heat and bond the back side of this. That way it's just another step up because, like I said, heat and bond is just good for giving like that extra layer of oomph with making certain that stays well. So I'm going to put the heat and bond on this, and I think I'll probably cut the whites out. I've never actually done the Cricut machine where I cut more than like one thing at a time, so that's going to be fun to format everything. And as well, I'm hoping to finish a hedge wig up tomorrow, and I have some of these 25mm eyes that I got a while ago. I actually kind of want to get some more of them, but I don't use sinker eyes that much, but maybe if I keep getting to be able to make some fun patterns and not just market prep all the time, I can use them. But I do have everything to paint them, so I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm just gonna paint them. Let's see, I don't want to do anything too outrageous. I ended up purchasing a few like simple sample bags of glitter, and like I said, I don't really use it enough, but I feel like these little like stars, I don't know if you guys can tell, they are little stars. I feel like that would be super cute. So I'm going to go ahead and probably put the first layer of this on and then do the heat and bond, and I'm going to do it at the same time, and I'll check in a little bit. Alrighty, everybody. Look how dark it is. It's just a few minutes after 7, right? I'm grabbing the horses' stuff for tomorrow because it's warm. It's been like 70-something degrees. So we're still in our fly attire. Okay, perfect. Look at him. Oh, you can hear a horse squeaking. It's his teeth. But look at Sloan. He's acting so cute even though he just tried to bite me. See, if I walk away, look at this. Okay, right? I'm walking away. Hi, everybody. Okay, now watch. He might do it. See, he's like, oh, you're being good for the camera. And then, guys, I don't think I mentioned, but let me show you. I'm gonna go check on them for the night. Probably won't come out because they never come out, but I got 2 kittens. They're not kittens. Well, they ate some. Let me finish up the last of their tubie. Trying to get them to like human interaction, but hi guys. I don't know if you guys can see them. We got 2. It's hard to see one of them. One's right there, the other's in the back. One has long hair. I believe the one with long hair is named Heather, and this one is named Honey. They are 2 stray kind of cats. They're part of those programs where it's like they try and give them a better life. So they got spayed like 3 days ago. I think they're like 6 months old, but as you can tell, they don't love humans. We are their second chance at a better life. So I got their litter. This is their leftover food. I'm gonna give them some more. They really like this stuff. So I put it on that and then they eat this. Got our water. And I've been trying to squeeze some of this out to see if I can get one of them to eat from the little packet. Here you go, kitty kitty. We're not quite there. I'm hoping I can convince them that it's okay. But I put the food here. Go guys, squeeze some more. And then I've also been wiping this and then just sticking this in here and like brushing them to get them used to being touched. I think they actually would be okay being touched. They just really don't come out of here. And they did get spayed 2 days ago. And I can't check anything, although they checked them before they left. So I'm assuming everything's okay. But yeah, I got these 2. So I'm gonna try and get a little closer to them. It's hot as hell today. What's happening in Georgia? It's time to give treats. These are Minnie's special treats for her problems because she has like, I guess maybe like diabetes for horses. Let's call it that. Sloan already got his special medication, so some normal treats for Sloan and Ronnie. CP is another one of our horses that has dietary issues. Jadon for you, pretty handsome man. Runsters. Jet? I don't know. What you doing, Squeaky? You want a treat? You want a treat, Squeaky? Here you go. All right. Nada for you. Another for you. And now lights out. You guys know how there are so many crochet people or like content creators who look so nice. Then there's just me. Looking like a goblin. A yarn goblin. But in other news, I wanted to come on here. Look guys. Yo bro. I got my yarn, some eyes. I went ahead and made some. Let me flip you around so we don't get too personal. Here are some of the eyes I've already made. Woohoo! I make them at like right before I'm going to bed. But right now I've got these beauts done. I've got the backings of a few more, so I'm gonna finish them up tonight. And then, y'all know me, cool. Me always have something I'm doing. Watch out guys, I'm trying to like navigate this. Okay. So, first off, I have this beginning of a hedge wig. I ended up doing the eyes. I want to see if I can get, oh, you see that? Look at the stars. And then I ended up doing some silver. I think it turned out beauts. So this is gonna be a hedge wig, but I just haven't had time to finish it. Ha ha ha. So cute and fun. And then this is the beginning of a bluey. I've never made one before, so this is the first attempt. But bluey also has felt eyes. So hear me out. Tonight I am planning on hopefully finishing up the bluey. Granted, I did get a text that the single Grinch I brought to the store sold, and I was like, that's the only one. But I know I need to remake them. But I want to finish up the bluey, and I really want to finish up the hedge wig because I'm so close to being done. It's just like, I haven't done the final steps. That's what always gets me. I do the big parts, and I'm like, let me wait for 2 weeks. So I want to go ahead, finish up those guys. And so I'm thinking first felt eye drop. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Bluey eyes. Stitch eyes. Maybe a couple normal eyes. It is, I think, November 8th. So technically I should be like taking pictures. That'll be a last minute thing because when have I ever taken photos or done anything like this? I don't even know what goes into this. Like, so much of my stuff is made to order. I've never like made things and been like, hey guys, buy it online. So this is a new experience. I'm just going in to have a good time. Like I said, it's on my birthday. I'm just here. I'm gonna have a really bad week next week because there's a lot of things going on. This always happens. I swear, my birthday week, like 2 years ago, I think it's been 2 years. It'll be 2 years this year. I had to put my horse down right before my birthday. And then right before that, it was either before, like the day before I put him down or like the day after, I had a group of clients that were like, we're leaving. And I was like, best birthday ever. So this always seems to happen before my birthday. Things always go downhill, and it kind of is setting up to be that way next week. So the felt eyes is gonna be my one saving grace, I guess you could say. Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm trying not to stress out too much. So that's my plan. Stitch eyes, bluey eyes, and maybe a few normal ones. I was kind of thinking doing normal ones and then doing some stars like in the eye, and I have gold and silver vinyl, and I also have white vinyl that's sparkle, so I'm considering doing that, and then we'll start with that, and then maybe safety eyes at one point. Oh, Carrie, you're gonna go crazy. Guys, it's low-key gross today. It was like 80 degrees earlier in the week, and it's Sunday, and it's like 58, so not bad. But it's windy, and it's doing this like drizzle mist thing, and it's so cloudy. Do you see that? I'm not riding today. I have somebody coming to look at board, and then I have to meet with somebody who's going to help with the barn for the last market. And I was going to clip a horse that has a vet appointment, but tomorrow's supposed to be like 70. Today's high is only 57, and it's kind of cold. You can tell my nose. So I think I'm going to clip the horse tomorrow. It's just less time for me to work. I'm so happy. Good afternoon, everybody. It is now a little later in the week. I feel like I did a lot of recording this week of like things around the barn. Just, you know, still crocheting and everything, but I do feel like I did a few more things around the barn. Some people seem to like it, so I wanted to try and show you guys, and especially since I got like the cats and everything, I wanted to bring you along. But it is now on November 11th, so we are technically starting the new week. I know I'm filming the outro for this video because a lot of things was just like going on. I was trying to do things, and I still have so much that needs to be done, guys. Like, I still need to finish my portfolio to submit to this convention because the application closes like the 17th. It's the 11th. I need to figure out some things with like possibly packaging for these felt eyes. And then I still need to do the listing and take some product photos. I'm a wee bit behind. Tomorrow is a very big day, not in a good way, I guess you could say. I don't know. We just have a lot of vet appointments tomorrow, and then I'm hoping maybe afterwards we'll calm down, but it probably won't because sadly, like, the reason why we have to have the vet come out is kind of like there's a horse that they can't decide if they're going to put down, not put down. So it's like, I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be like that deciding factor, I guess you could say. So I can't really say it's going to calm down because I don't think it's going to calm down. But I wanted to come on here, just reiterate, I think actually by the time this video comes out, I'm trying to time it up to be on the 15th. So by the time you guys are watching this, the felt eyes are on my Etsy because I think I'm releasing this like the same time I'm gonna be releasing the felt eyes. So the felt eyes are officially gonna be on Etsy. I still need to do a little bit of research, so don't quote me on this, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'll have 10 to 15 made eyes. Say you purchase them Friday, my intention would be, because I'll have them already made, is to actually ship them out the next day because they'll be in stock, ready to go. And then as long as I can do it, I feel like I should be able to do it. I'll have another option at the checkout that will basically be like, let's just say made to order, that you can also click, where it would maybe be like, I'll do maybe 10 or 15 maybe of those. That way it will give me a couple days to then make them. And then my intention honestly is I'm trying to split this up into two things. I'm thinking this felt eye launch, I'm only going to do the stitch eyes or the alien eyes, and then I'm also going to do these eyes. I made this Bluey plushie. This is a pattern by Madeline May Co. I've been doing a lot of her patterns recently just because they're small enough to like work up in a decent amount of time. And then also, like, I just made this lion tonight because I bought a lot of these patterns, like, you know, every once in a while I try to go through my Etsy purchases, and then I don't want to tell you guys how much money I spend every single year on Etsy since I started crocheting. Like last year, I think on Etsy alone, I spent like $1,000 something just on patterns and stuff. Crazy. I don't want to know about this year because I bought a lot of patterns this year. So I was trying to go through with this market coming up, and I was like, oh, well, I kind of need to start figuring out some new like patterns. So I was scrolling through and I was like, okay, I need to try and use at least some of these patterns, because a lot of patterns I'll buy and then I'll look at them and I'll be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it, and then I don't ever feel it again. So I've been doing a lot of patterns, and as well I did join this person's Patreon, so I'm also getting patterns from them. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm paying for the Patreon, I need to try and do some things. So I made this bluey, ended up turning out pretty cute, if I must say so. I think the next time I'll probably end up making one more, so I kind of know on my area what to change with the sewing, because y'all know that like I don't have the patience to read instructions. I just look at the picture and go, I'm gonna wing it, and that's kind of what I always do. So I have this one, but what I'm gonna do is for this felt eye launch, I'll also have these bluey eyes included. I think the best thing is I'm going to actually measure the eyes with like a good old ruler. And for this felt eye launch, I'll probably have the one size. And so I'll measure this, I'll put them to dimensions so people know like the height and whatnot. And then I'll also do the same with the stitch eyes. I'll have the dimensions for the stitch eyes on the Etsy ad, and that way you can see if it might work for you. Probably the next launch I'm planning on doing will be after the market, so it'll be like 20, I don't know, I'm not certain yet. I feel like I'll probably schedule it for like the 25th or something. My market's the 23rd, but probably that Sunday will be an easy day for me, so I will not want to take off, but I'm gonna probably plan on doing like a lot of stuff for the upcoming customs I've kind of trying to take on with Christmas. I've kind of got have a few that I could definitely pick up, so I feel like the day after the market will probably be spent more like on the logistic admin stuff, maybe not so much crocheting, so it'll be nice. I can definitely work out the felt eyes, so I think that's what I'm gonna do is after the market, I'll have a much larger launch where it will be like more of the felt eyes. It'll be probably multiple sizes potentially as an option for the bluey, maybe even multiple designs for the bluey. I know this is one type of bluey eye, and I've seen some people do it the other way, so I might do that. Don't quote me on that. The stitch eyes, and then I really want to make kurumi eyes potentially, because that's something that like I want to make as kurumi, and it's kind of hard to find the eyes and like the skull and everything that's on top of her head. So I want to make some like a kurumi set. So I definitely have, oh, and like a Kirby set just for like character eyes. Like for me, I feel like one of my big appeal for the felt eyes is the character side of it, because I think that like it really adds that oomph, and you kind of need the felt eyes, like a normal eye isn't gonna give. But I still want to figure out something for like a standard basic felt eye, but not necessarily a standard basic felt eye. Like, you know, I like to have some flavor in some things. So if you guys can think of like, is there a certain landscape theme maybe we're interested in? Because like, I don't necessarily want to do generic. You know, I always think like my prime example would be like when I had made my sunflower like cows before, I got the eyes with sunflowers. Like that's my thing. I kind of like to go a little bit on the theme side, so I'm looking over there because I'm looking at all my stuffies that are all packed up like that high. So that's kind of where I'm kind of thinking is that next launch will be like maybe a little bit more potentially. I'm not gonna even say it because I doubt it. Maybe I'd have safety eyes, but I don't think so. I think the safety eyes will probably, I feel like, be like a me thing. Like, I don't know if anyone even is interested in that, and I don't want to do it if people aren't, because it's like, I like it and I enjoy it, but I never use sinker eyes that much. I mean, I definitely want to get more into sinker eyes, but so many of my, like, pieces are for market, and I feel like a little bit more, like, mass, and it's not mass produced because it can't be, but, you know, like, I'm making, like, 15 possums. Like, they're all small items, and it's like a large quantity where I don't know if I really have the money and time to do sinker eyes on all of it, and like some people don't really want to pay more for it, so kind of difficult. But yeah, so I wanted to come on here, remind you guys, let me grab it. These will be the 2 eye styles that you guys will see on Etsy. And like I said, this is the one with some glitter in it. I will say the only difference is it's not going to be exactly like this because, as I said previously, I went ahead and I did get a higher quality felt that is thicker. You guys, I don't know if you can see it on camera per se, but like if you were to look at this felt here, you can kind of see through the felt and you can see the yarn. So the felt that I made, the eyes that will be for sale, is a thicker quality. You can't see through it. It's a stiffer felt. And then this black right here on this bluey is actually, I mean, it's literally, it is the thicker felt, and it's basically what I would be having on the store. So you can see, I'll give you a close up if my camera allows it. So yeah, and it has the heat and bond too, so extra strong. But I just wanted to show you guys again. This is the style. If you can't get it, don't worry, I'm gonna do it more frequently. I probably would have the option to have even more, but I want to do a soft launch. I don't even know if I'm gonna sell anything, to be honest. This is just like, you know, little me trying to do something, and I just thought it would be fun since it is my birthday, and my birthday week is kind of cursed because tomorrow, the 12th, like, is literally 2 years ago. I put down my horse right before my birthday on the 12th. My birthday is the 15th. And then I put down my horse and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. And then it was either the 13th or the 14th, like it was next day after I put down my horse. I had like multiple clients tell me they were gonna leave me. And then it was my birthday and I was like, that's not a good birthday present. I was so depressed. It was really bad. I spent a lot of time crying just because of like, I mean, of course my horse, but then like everyone had to do it at like the same time and it was so bad. So my birthday week tends to be cursed actually. I feel like something bad happens every week, and that could be this week too because of this horse that potentially is going to be being put down maybe this week. I don't exactly know what's going to happen with it. So it's just like, this is not a good week ever for me. I can't remember the last time I had a good like day or week. So I thought it would be fun to do the shop thing just to be like, get my mind off of it. So I'm not expecting it to do anything crazy. It's just something fun for me to try and do. And you know, you can't beat a Carri down. She's always gonna try and do something, even even if it doesn't go successfully or well. But I wanted to record this outro. I wanted to show you guys the eyes, and then the next video we'll see what it is. But this is what I have for you guys. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!